Men over 60, what I'm about to share might come as a surprise. That dwindling energy, those prostate concerns, and the diminished spark. It might not be just father time at work, but what you're eating. You've been following the advice to load up on vegetables, haven't you? But what if that advice is missing key information, or even leading you astray, gradually weakening your masculine power? I'm Dr. Anya Sharma, and after 3 decades as a urologist, I've noticed a troubling trend. Men are losing their vitality, not necessarily due to age, but because they're putting too much faith in common food myths. The real, lasting answer isn't in a bottle of pills, but in understanding what you're putting in your body. I'm going to reveal a secret the food industry would prefer you didn't know. Some of the most widely praised healthy vegetables contain elements that can throw your hormones off balance, stiffen your arteries, and trigger inflammation where you least want it. They're the wolves in sheep's clothing of your diet. Stay with me, and I'll expose which foods are quietly sabotaging your testosterone and reveal the 3 true champions for your vitality, capable of boosting blood flow and safeguarding your masculinity. Plus, I'll share a bonus tip on how to prepare these vegetables to unlock their full nutritional value, helping you stay strong and capable, even as you enter your 80s. You'll never look at your vegetables in the same way again after you learn the truth. Before we get into these surprising facts about vegetables that may be subtly affecting your well-being, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell to make sure you never miss my videos on how to stay strong, sharp, and confident after 60. Leave a 1 in the comments if you find this information useful. If not, leave a 0 so I can continue to improve the videos I create for you. Alright, let's begin with the fact that many of you might find the most shocking. Now, let's unmask the first enemy of your testosterone, one that's cleverly disguised as a health-promoting friend. To illustrate, I want to share John's story. At 68, this retired head teacher felt like he was fighting a losing battle within himself. "Doctor, I don't know what's wrong," he confessed. "My mind is still sharp, but my body just isn't responding. I'm always tired, I've lost my drive, and the youthful spark is gone." Blood tests painted a clear picture of the battleground. His testosterone levels were declining, and estrogen, the female hormone, was gaining ground at levels far higher than they should have been. The turning point came when he described his health-conscious diet, adopted on the advice of doctors. It was full of soy in every form: tofu, soy milk, edamame. That's when I identified the culprit: soy. It's marketed as a health food, but for men, especially those over 60, it can be a saboteur. Soy overwhelms your system with phytoestrogens, compounds that your body mistakes for estrogen. With testosterone production already naturally decreasing with age, this surge of female hormones throws off the male balance, leading to reduced desire, loss of muscle mass, and, for men like John, a disappointing performance. And soy is a master of disguise, lurking in countless products you consume without even realizing it. John's strategy was simple and effective. We cut out soy and enriched his diet with pure proteins. Within weeks, he was winning the fight. His energy returned, and an emotional message from his wife confirmed his victory. "Doctor, thank you for giving me back the man I love. My point is not that soy is bad for everyone, but for mature men, it can be the hidden foe undermining your strength from within." And if you think that's surprising, just wait until you hear about the next common food that might be compromising your health. Millions consume it every day, but its processed form can be rusting your arteries from the inside, causing inflammation that blocks the flow of vitality. This culprit is everywhere. It's corn. But wait a moment. I'm not talking about the corn on the cob you enjoy at barbecues. I'm referring to corn that's been transformed into oil, starch, and corn syrup, the building blocks of processed foods. Let me tell you about Richard, 62, who came to me with a concerning problem. He was not only experiencing performance issues, but also struggling with constant fatigue and joint pain. Believing he was making a healthy choice, he had replaced butter with vegetable oil margarine, often made from corn. However, that decision only made his condition worse. Richard's body was suffering from inflammation. Think of it as rust in the gears. Processed corn is packed with omega-6 fatty acids. Ideally, you want a balanced ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, which you can get from fish and flaxseed. Today, that ratio is often severely skewed, with up to 20 times more omega-6 than omega-3. This imbalance creates an inflammatory rust that damages the endothelium, the lining of your arteries. This lining produces nitric oxide, which keeps your blood vessels flexible. The result is hardened arteries and restricted blood flow throughout the body, including the areas most vital to a man. Joint pain, fatigue, and prostate problems are all signs of this internal rust. For Richard, the solution was like changing the oil in a car. We eliminated pro-inflammatory oils and added omega-3s through salmon and supplements. In just 1 month, the difference was remarkable. His circulation improved, his pain disappeared, and he regained the morning energy he hadn't felt in years. So, the lesson here is to check the fuel you're using. If the label lists corn oil or corn syrup, you might be rusting your engine from the inside. Now, let's move on to the third enemy of your vitality, a thief hiding right in your healthy salad. When consumed incorrectly, this vegetable, found in almost every green juice, can steal the most important mineral for your testosterone production. This is the food that leaves my patients the most surprised. Even though it's a symbol of healthy living, it holds a dangerous secret for mature men. I'm talking about spinach, but specifically raw spinach. Yes, I know. Let me share Walter's story with you. He was a 67-year-old runner. To enhance his performance, he drank a raw spinach smoothie every morning, thinking he was nourishing his body. The reality showed up in his test results. He had extremely low testosterone and almost non-existent zinc levels, despite his diet being rich in this mineral. He also complained of having no libido. The problem wasn't the food itself, but a destructive chemical interaction. The culprit is a substance called oxalate. Think of oxalates as microscopic pickpockets. They're abundant in raw spinach. They bind to minerals like zinc and steal them before your body can absorb them. And zinc is like gold for a man. It's essential for testosterone production and prostate health. Unknowingly, with every healthy smoothie, Walter was feeding these thieves and depriving his body of what it needed most. Does this mean you should stop eating spinach altogether? Absolutely not. It's a fantastic food. The key is to disarm the thieves. How? With heat. Cooking spinach, even lightly, neutralizes most of the oxalates, allowing your body to finally absorb those valuable minerals. When Walter swapped his raw spinach smoothie for sautéed spinach, his testosterone and zinc levels rose significantly within weeks. Now that you know who the hidden enemies are, let's turn the tables. Now that we've identified the problems, here's your action plan. Forget the pills for now, and let's focus on a 3-step approach using forgotten heroes that you can find at any grocery store. They're affordable, common, and incredibly powerful. Step 1. Reactivate your circulation with beets. Your goal is to maximize nitric oxide, the molecule that widens your arteries. Beets are the best natural source. How to use them? Fresh, grated in salads, lightly roasted, or steamed. The rule is clear: never canned. The heat and sodium used in canning destroy the benefits and can even make things worse. Step 2. Cleanse your system with broccoli. Your goal is to manage estrogen levels. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, a natural estrogen detoxifier, but it's delicate. The instructions are specific. Steam it for no more than 4 minutes. Microwaving is forbidden. You'll destroy the very component you need. Remember, Richard, the preparation method is the difference between a remedy and a placebo. Step 3. Protect your testosterone with mushrooms. Your mission is to shield your male hormone. White mushrooms contain natural aromatase inhibitors, enzymes that prevent the conversion of testosterone into estrogen. They're like VIP bodyguards for your masculinity. This is exactly what Walter needed to feel that confident energy he hadn't experienced in a decade. Use them sautéed with garlic and olive oil. Here's the protocol: beets for flow, broccoli for hormonal cleansing, and mushrooms for protection. 3 simple steps. The answer to reclaiming your masculinity isn't in a pill, but in using the right foods in the right way. This isn't a fad, it's science. The answer to regaining your vigor lies in your kitchen, not a pharmacy. These functional foods prove that the solution is on your plate. And to make sure you get the best possible results, let's bring it all together with a clear action plan. And here's the bonus tip I promised. The plan is simple. Be careful with soy due to its hormonal effects, with processed corn because of its inflammatory properties, and with excessive raw spinach for stealing your zinc. At the same time, include the 3 heroes in your diet: mushrooms to protect your testosterone, properly prepared broccoli to balance your hormones, and fresh beets to boost your blood flow with nitric oxide. And for those of you who stayed until the end, here's the bonus tip that ties everything together. We've talked about zinc and magnesium, but the secret mineral for masculine vigor is boron. Yes, boron. Although it's not widely known, science shows it's incredibly powerful. Think of the SHBG protein as handcuffs that bind your testosterone, rendering it useless. Boron helps break those handcuffs, releasing more free and active testosterone for your body to use. The kind that truly matters for your strength, energy, and libido. And how do you get it? Forget expensive supplements. Nature provides it in foods like dates, raisins, and of course, our hero, the avocado. An easy way to ensure your testosterone is working for you is to add a few dates to your smoothie or enjoy a handful of raisins as a snack. It's the invisible force that enhances everything else. Now you have the essential tools, but the journey to optimize your health is just beginning. If you felt the power of this information, please show your support. Like, share, and tell me in the comments which city and country you're watching from. I read every single one. Think of a friend or family member over 60. This video could be their turning point. A change in diet can trigger a transformation in confidence, intimacy, and vitality that many pills only promise. To continue receiving this kind of transformative content, click the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way, you won't miss a thing. Thank you for taking control of your health and trusting me to guide you on this journey. Together, we'll prove that it's possible to age with grace and, above all, with vigor.